Good morning everyone, it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts with another Simple Stamping Saturday. This is the day where I do one project 3 ways, starting with a very simple way of doing it, and that's I'm going to show you, and then I will show you 2 stepped up versions, which I'll just talk through what I did to change them, any techniques I use, that sort of thing. And then you can find lots of information and close-up photos over on my website, and there's a link to that below. You want the link to the associated blog post, and it will take you straight to the post that's about this set of projects. For those of you who don't know me, I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Very excited that we're soon going to be adding 2 more countries to our European family. So in addition to the UK, France, Germany, Austria and the Netherlands, on the 4th of October, we are going to be live in the Republic of Ireland and Belgium. And I think it may be partly because of that, but this is a global thing. We're doing a joining offer running from the 4th of October through to the end of October for extra goodies that you get to choose in your starter kit. So do have a look at that. There'll be information on my website about it. So remember, click that link and you'll find the information there. Let's stop and get on with the project though, because that's what you really want to see. So, Caroling Mice, this is the stamp set that I gifted my September shoppers. So that will be coming on its way to you very soon if you shop with me in September. And I thought I would use it today to give you some examples of what you can do with it. So my first project, my simple project, is this one. So it's just that big stamp, this big image here. It's just stamped and coloured. You could use our Stampin' Right markers, but I've used our watercolour pencils, and I'm going to do something slightly different this time. So with this version I used the blender pen to sort of make it look more watercolour, but I'm going to do it this time just with colouring. And not using the blender pen. Ooh, and of course it's Simple Stamping Saturday, so there's decoration on the envelope. My stepped up versions have decoration on the inside of the card. I know, this is so not me. Anyway, so I've mounted my large stamp on our E-block. It's a good size block for that stamp. I'm taking my Memento ink pad and just inking that, and I do like to sort of splush it on. Splush obviously is a technical word. Then I can turn over my note card. This is just one of our white note cards that come in a pack with 20 note cards and 20 envelopes. Really great way to start stamping, because it gives you both the card and the envelope. You don't have to worry about cutting it down or scoring it. It's all done for you, and they're a really nice little way to start your stamping journey. So there is our image. While I've got ink floating about, I'm going to ink up my stamp for my envelope, and it's one of the musical notes that is in the set. I wanted it at a bit of an angle. There we go. You've got 2 musical notes. You've got a double semiquaver, which is what this is, but you've also got a quaver. So 2 semiquavers, 1 quaver. Technically they should be filled in. I'm fine with that. Whilst I've got this out, we've also got a smaller image here. So if you want to do really quick cards, you could just put the 1 mouse on. There's this lovely lamp, that's the word I'm looking for, lamp post. Again, that would be a great image to have on a card. We've got our music, we've got snow, we've got falling snow, stars, and a Christmas card. So there's a lot you could do with it. I'm going to need to cough. Excuse me. So I'm actually only using, I can't believe it, 5 colours. These are from the original watercolour pencil set, which is currently low stock in Europe, just saying. So if you want them, maybe I need to get them sooner rather than later. Oh, actually I lied. I'm also going to use Calypso Coral. Anyway, right, so I'm just going to add basic grey to all of my mice. And I'm going to try and do a reasonably smooth application. So I don't want a point on my watercolour pencil. I want a nice rounded, or either rounded or flat, but not a sharp edge. And that way it's easier to get a smooth application. And also going across, so if you're going across this way, go across this way as well. That helps smooth things out too, because then you're filling in any gaps. And a circular motion is also very good. But, you know, they're just watercolour pencils. They're really good watercolour pencils, so these aren't the sort of things that you would find in your average primary school in the UK. These are really nice, good quality, very, very well priced. Just saying. So next week, today is what, the 1st of October, can't believe that. It will be by the time you see this. Obviously, I'm recording it ahead of time. This is not a live video. So next week I am away with my husband and my brother and sister-in-law. We are going on a short break together. It's not strictly true. We are going on a short break together, but we're each couple is also taking a break ahead of that. So we're meeting up the middle of next week, but we're taking extra time. Each couple is taking extra time ahead of that. So yeah, and then we're meeting up in the very, very south of Cornwall for a few days in a very remote cottage, which apparently has almost no mobile phone signal. So if you want to get hold of me, you may or may not be lucky, because yeah, I will have my phone with me, but I may not be able to pick up emails. So just bear that in mind. I will try to check my emails during the day, but I can't guarantee that I will get them. So just be aware that if you need to get hold of me, and I know it coincides with the launch in Ireland and Belgium, but this was booked before we knew that was a thing. So sorry about that. Now, what have I got going on this month? So I will have a new class, a new creativity in a box. I may or may not have posted about that by the time this video goes out. I've been missing in action as far as creativity in a box is concerned, so many apologies. I'm going to offer that as buy what you want, or you can sign up for a subscription, which if you take every one of the classes, so there'll be 12 because there'll be one a month, so from October through to September next year, if you take all 12 of them, you will get one of them free. So your September one will be free. But that needs to be on a subscription. You won't be able to dip in and out. In fact, actually, no, hang on. Yes, so I'm wrong. It's every 6 months you'll get a free if you sign up on a subscription. So that means that people can join during the year and they'll still get freebies. But yeah, just a thought, so you do bear that in mind. I will have information about that on my newsletter. So if you want information about that, please sign up for my newsletter. There's information about that on my website. Right, so I've got my basic grey down, and it actually is basic grey. I'm going to do a very light dusting, if you like, of Calypso Coral for ears, inside of ears. And, oh no, I thought I was doing it for the paper. I'm not. I'm using Daffodil Delight for the paper, which I'm going to do now because otherwise I have a habit of going wrong. If there's anywhere where I've gone wrong during these projects, it's been colouring the paper with the wrong colour and then having to backtrack. So if I put the colour for the paper down first, that won't happen. Right, so Bermuda Bay. Now if you've got the other set of watercolour pencils as well, obviously you can do other colourways, but I quite liked the idea of having a sort of turquoise, a sort of blue and a sort of red, and I have carried that through to my stepped up versions. So I'm doing the coat and the bobble on the hat are the same colour, and then the scarf and the hat the same colour. That will become more obvious in a moment. So that's the bobble, and then I'm going to take my real red and colour my scarf, and this is where, as I say, I have been forgetting that this is paper. It's their music, because they're caroling mice. And then the hat. There we go. And then while I've got this out, I'm going to add real red to this coat. We've got all sorts of excitement happening. Oh, right, so hang on, yes. Later today is World Card Making Day, so this is going out at 8 o'clock UK time. At, I think I want to say 1 o'clock UK time, we have the World Card Making Day event, which is free, and you can still sign up for it. If you go over to my store, you will find the link for that. You do need to sign up ASAP. And we've got 3 projects. You don't have to use the stamp sets that we're using for them. You can use any stamp set, but there's 3 projects, and you get the cutting guide, you get written instructions, and you've also got the opportunity to watch back the videos for a short space of time, but you do need to have signed up for this free event. So don't hesitate to do that. I will try. Can I link that? I don't think I can. If I can link it, I will pop it on my website. So again, look at the associated blog post, and I will try and link to World Card Making Day. You will also find on today's blog post the details of the October ordering special, and it's going to be embellishments, because I don't think we use our embellishments enough. So I'm going to encourage people to use them by giving them to you for free when you place a qualifying order with me. So do go and have a look at that. And for those of us that are demonstrators, this is actually an exciting month, because it is the first month of the new Stampin' Up year. And we've got I mentioned it earlier, we've got a joining offer. Yay! So from the 4th of October, you get extra goodies that you choose in your starter kit. Right, so that is my finished version without the blender pen. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the difference here, but I will take photographs of both and pop those on my website so you can see the difference. Hopefully it will be clearer on a photograph. So those are my simple versions with their musical envelopes. For my stepped up versions, this is my first one. So I have used blends, and I've used the iridescent pearls to act as snow. And then for my lamp, am I going to be able to pick up this? Just about. So I've coloured my lamp, but I've used Wink of Stella in the lamp. It's not going to pick up for me. I wonder if I could do it with my phone torch. Let's have a look. Can I? Can I? I can see that, but I don't think you can. Anyway, it's got Wink of Stella. I've also got Wink of Stella at the bottom. Oh yes, that you can just about see. And I've stamped in Balmy Blue. I've stamped the snow. So that's that one. And I've also, to get the lamp behind my mice and to get the little mouse, can you see that I've added a mouse in front of my mice? I stamped this first, masked it with some of our masking paper. So stamped on the masking paper and cut it out, put it on. Then I stamped this, masked it, and then I stamped this so it goes back. And I've used those same techniques for my stepped up version, which is this. I didn't add the little mouse, but I did add the lamp stand. But I've also masked all of this so that I can do this colouring with the blending brush. So this is white cardstock with Starry Sky and So Saffron. And then I added some blends, some Daffodil Delight blends and So Saffron here to get that pop of colour. And again, I have used the Wink of Stella in two ways. I've used it here, but I've also flicked it on so you can just about see that as well as the rhinestones, there are little flicks of glitter. So that's from Wink of Stella. These two are particularly prominent. And then at the bottom, yes, you can just about see, I've used in white little hillocks. So, I mean, it's obviously not snow because it's on Evening Evergreen, but just a little bit of added texture. So it's Evening Evergreen, Starry Sky, So Saffron, blending brushes, and then I've got it on, this is Orchid Oasis glimmer paper from the in colour paper, on Starry Sky, and on the inside we've got notes, and I've also got notes on the inside of this one. So those are my 3 versions of this project. So let's get rid of that because it's glaring. I hope you have enjoyed those. I have to say I'm really pleased with how this one's turned out. For once I did them in order. I know. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for watching. I'll have close-up photographs of these over on my website. If you were lucky enough to get this, or are lucky enough to get this from me for having used it in, having bought from me in September, I hope this has given you some ideas of how you can use the stamp set. Let me flip the camera back up. If my... Ooh. Yep, I am back up. So I had a very odd cursor there for a moment. So thank you very much indeed for watching today. Do remember, you can go to the blog post by clicking the link in the description bar. If you've got questions or comments, add those below the description bar and I will get back to you on those. Lots of information on my website. So there'll be the news ordering special, information about World Card Making Day, which is later today. Lots and lots of stuff. So do go and have a look over there. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, bottom right hand corner. Then you'll be alerted when I post a video or go live, particularly if you hit that alert bell. Thumbs up are always appreciated. The algorithm loves them. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you next, recorded Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, Thursday afternoon. Oh no, hang on, Tuesday morning, late Tuesday morning, Thursday afternoon, Saturday next week, and then I'll be back live the following Tuesday. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.